Jannah. But then there's something strange that happens. Ladies especially, listen up. Allah is not only talking to Adam, is He? Who's with him? Hawa, his wife is with him. Allah does not say, Uskuna, Antuma, fil Jannah. Both of you settle down in Jannah. He says, you settle down, Adam, and with you your wife. In other words, He addressed only Adam. He did not address the wife. There's a couple of things that come out of that. The first thing that comes out of that is the head of the household should be addressed directly when it comes to matters of setting the peace and settling down. The head of the household is being honored with that. But the other meaning of sukoon, like Allah says, another ayah about marriage, the ayah about marriage that is on every wedding card. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. Same words again about zawaj. He created spouses from within yourselves so that you can find peace in them. Same word, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. Who's the first husband and wife? Adam alayhi salam. And from her, just like min anfusikum in the ayah, from her, or from him rather, Hawa is created. His wife is created. And Allah says, settle down with peace, you and your spouse. Now what's the lesson I want to get across to you? Men, you are going to hate me, but it's okay. I can hate myself, we'll do it together. We'll form a support group. The peace of a household is your responsibility. I know. But the peace of a household is your responsibility. She's going to get mad and she's going to say some crazy stuff when she gets mad. And you're going to get really angry. But that is the time where you will have to establish the what? Peace. You're going to stay calm and you're going to hear it and you're not going to take it to heart. When she says, I hate you so much, don't ever talk to me again. Don't even show me your face. You're so ugly. I don't even know why I married you. When she says that stuff, you just say, yes. Maintain the peace. Do not turn around and say, well, if I am ugly, let me tell you something about yourself there, lady. Every time she says that crazy stuff, it's actually a laboratory test. You have two options. Either you will respond back, or you will let it go like a serve in tennis, ace, and you'll be like, good one. That was a good one. You're going to have to be the guy that maintains the peace in the family. You cannot expect that from her. She has her own responsibilities, but when it comes to maintaining the order of a household, it is your responsibility. And when you get older, and your son is older, and your son's looking to get married, and he likes a girl, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Your son likes a girl, and he tells his mother, and the mother says, Kya? Hargiz nahi. If I didn't pick the girl, she must be from Jahannam. So no way. And the son is dying inside, and he comes to you. And you say, listen to your mother, boy, I'm not touching that one. I'm not. No, you have to bring peace to the household. You have to calm the mom down. And you have to say, it's okay. Let's give it a chance. You have to be there for her. And sometimes it's very difficult to do that. Sometimes our mothers and our sisters, and definitely our wives, make it really hard. But you know what? That's part of their job. Our job is to maintain calm. And Allah says, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. So you become peaceful towards her. Literal translation, so you become tranquil towards her. You know what that means? Your tranquility should be directed at your wife. Not directed away from your wife. I can't take this, I'm going to the masjid. Better look at the board meeting. Then you wonder why they're so angry at the board meeting all the time. You know? They just came from home. So now, after setting the responsibility of being the bearer of tranquility in the home, for the head of the household, look at the beautiful transition. He says, وَكُلَا. Both of you should eat. Minha ragadan haythu shi'tuma. Both of you should eat from Jannah wherever you feel like. He did not say, hey, you settle down, make peace, and then with your spouse, and by the way, you eat and your wife eats. No, both of you eat. When it came to responsibility, who did he hand it out to? The husband. When it came to rights, eat. The gift of eating, who did he give it to? Both directly. وَكُلَا مِنْهَا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمْ رَغَدًا وَرَغَدًا حَيْثُ شِئْتُمَا. And then when it comes to the prohibitions, Allah, there's the responsibility that you have to each other. Husband and wife have responsibility to each other. In that, he made the husband responsible. Somebody has to be head of the household. You're responsible for maintaining peace in the household, not dictatorship in the household. I'm not responsible for ordering my wife around. I have to figure out a way of keeping her calm and keeping myself calm and bringing peace and tranquility to my children. That is what I have to work on all the time. That's what I have to work on. When it comes to the gifts of Allah, then both of us have been given equal access. Eat whatever you like from within Jannah. And then when it comes to the prohibitions of Allah, the law of Allah, He says, وَلَا تَقْرَبَا هَذِهِ الشَّجَرَةِ. Don't go near this tree, either of you. Because when it comes to the tree, that is not the thing you do between each other. That has to do between you and Allah. And when it comes to anything that has to do between you and Allah, the husband cannot get in the way and the wife cannot get in the way. Because you're doing it for Allah. There are some husbands who are telling their wife not to wear hijab. It's real. There are some wives who are stopping their husbands from going to pray in the masjid. It's happening. And these kinds of crazy cases where husbands and wives are telling each other to disobey Allah, when it comes to what happens between you and Allah, no human being can get in the way. No human being can get in the way. No matter what. But then when it comes to each other, you still have to maintain the peace. You see the balance you have to maintain? Because on the one hand, you want to disobey the husband by obeying Allah. But when you obey Allah and the husband is angry, you still have to maintain peace on this side. And he has to do the same thing. There's this constant battle. Sometimes for the sake of Allah, there's lots of problems in the home. Happens all the time. Just because of Allah. Because the wife started praying. Because she started covering. He says, I can't take you to any party anymore. You're dressed like, I don't know, a camel jockey. I can't take you to a party. It's embarrassing. Take that thing off. And she says, no, I'm not going to take it off. And they start fighting. I don't know how to give advice to that kind of a husband. I don't know. How oppressive can you be that you're telling a servant of Allah to not be in obedience to Allah? أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يَنْهَى عَبْدًا إِذَا صَلَّى. Didn't you see the one who forbids his servant from turning and connecting with Allah, from praying? This is the ayah about Abu Jahl. If you're going to act like Abu Jahl, I don't know how I can be reasoning with you. I don't know how to do that. But you can turn into Abu Jahl, Jahl too. You can do that too. I'm not letting you off the hook. But this is an introspection that we have to do of ourselves. Now, this remarkable ayah, eat from wherever you like. وَلَا تَقْرَبَا هَذِهِ الشَّجَرَةِ فَتَكُونَا مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Don't either of you go near the tree. Both of you will become from wrongdoers. By the way, did he go alone or did she go alone or did they go together? They go together. You know why? Because sometimes husbands and wives make mutual decisions and sometimes they make mutual decisions, bad ones. Sometimes they make bad decisions together. They decide to disobey Allah together. They decide to get into a very questionable mortgage together. They decide to get into a very questionable business together. They decide to take a very questionable student loan for their kids together. They do that sometimes. One convinces the other. You don't get to blame one or the other. They're both responsible. Allah says, if you go near this tree, either of you, you will be from those who have done wrong. فَتَكُونَ مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Wait. You will be from those who do wrong. But there is no one else. There's nobody else created yet. So who are those who do wrong? What do you think? It's a strange question, isn't it? Allah has already described all of humanity to Adam alayhi salam? Yes or no? And among that humanity's description, are there people who do wrong? He's seen those. And Allah is telling Adam alayhi salam, some of your kids will do wrong, you shouldn't be among them. You shouldn't be from them. فَتَكُونَ مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ فَأَزَلَّهُمَا الشَّيْطَانُ عَنْهَا.